another exciting episode of Hot Topic Tuesday.
And we're your hosts, Jasmine,
Icy,
and Asia. And today the hot topic is, how do you build self-esteem in a society lacking individualism? Jazz, what is your take on that?
Well, I personally would say to not compare yourself to others. When you compare yourself to others, you rob yourself of your joy, and you're not able to see your own perfections, how great you are, your own talents, or anything that shows that you're an individual. So
I definitely agree with you, and something that I learned at an early age is to don't want what someone else has. You never know what it took for them to get there, what they had to go through to obtain it, and maybe how long it even took for them to get it. But one thing that I did realize is finding your own purpose and finding your own passion is something that's really important. And once you figure out those things, you can be confident in what you're doing and the people that you're talking to and encountering. And that's how you build your own confidence and self-esteem. And that later on will turn into you getting to know who you are, what you like, and why you like it.
you better own it, girl.
Own it, girl. I can personally say, just from experience, that I was a person that molded myself to a lot of what other people thought of me. So a lot of people cut me out as the cookie cutter kind of girl, like, oh, she's the goody two shoes and things of that nature. But I realized that I am a person, and I have to make mistakes in order to learn. And I tried to focus so much on being perfect that I didn't allow myself a chance to grow. And now that I'm older and more mature, I allow myself mistakes, and I allow myself to go through journeys that I know I wouldn't have done if I just didn't step out there on my own. So don't mold yourself to other people's expectations of you, because you'll never succeed, because no one has a perfect expectation for you except for you.
Speaking of being perfect, we know that no one out there is, even you, Beyonce. So ladies, what are some of you all's perfect imperfections?
All right, well, my perfect imperfection is that a lot of times I don't feel like included or involved in things. So if people are having like parties or going places, if you don't personally invite me, more than likely I kind of don't go. I prefer when you say, hey Jazz, you're coming along, so that way I know that I'm wanted to be there. So I guess I could focus more on like inviting myself places, or just saying, hey, what are you guys doing? Come over here.
Jazz is going to be the new party crasher, guys. I personally would have to say that I talk too much. Like, that is a perfect imperfection of mine. I think that I can go, thanks Asia, I think that I can go on and on and on and on and on. And if you do not cut me off, the batteries, I'm like the Energizer Bunny. I will go and go and go. So my perfect imperfection is that I think I talk too much. But I can't say it's perfect, because I love that I have words that will encourage someone to strive for their goals, or have, make an achievement that they thought they wouldn't have. I'm an encourager, so I have to be able to talk to encourage you. So
I definitely agree with you on your perfect imperfection, and that's why it's a perfect imperfection. Some people think it's perfect, some people think it's an imperfection. And ladies, one that I struggle with is actually a physical feature. It is actually my forehead. Yes, it is a forehead, but I love it, and all of you light-skinned ladies out there know what I'm talking about. Embrace it and own it, because it is yours. And although I may have a perfect head, I do have a big forehead, but I love it, and that is my perfect imperfection.
okay, so earlier we were talking about charities, nonprofits, and small businesses. Like, I've heard so much about them, being that we're a startup nonprofit, that we try to grow the community. Like, are there anything or any knowledge that you ladies could lay on us about the matter?
Yeah, well, foremost, I'd like to say that there are a lot of misconceptions as far as like chain stores go versus like local mom and pop businesses. They're actually relatively the same. Vendors give like a suggested retail price. Also, when you shop, the smaller businesses, they have like a better customer service. They know like their regulars, and then they recognize when they see a new face, and they're always welcoming those to the community. And then I know if I'm going to shop at one of the chain stores, I know exactly what I'm going in there for, and I know what's going to be there. But when I shop like the local boutiques here in Austin, I see like one-of-a-kind things, and I'm like, oh wait, I need that, because nobody I know is going to have that. So there are like a lot of pluses to shopping local and small businesses. So yeah.
As far as restaurants, boutiques, and things like that, compared to chain stores, locally owned businesses recycle much larger revenue back into the local economy, therefore supporting and building and uplifting the community. And I think that's very important.
On top of that, just to piggyback, just keeping your dollars locally will increase everything in your neighborhood. So we're talking about schools, we're talking about those mom and pop shops, we're talking about libraries, we're talking about everything in your neighborhood. So when you shop local, everything that you spend in that neighborhood goes right back to you essentially.
Also, I've heard that if you shop local and support local businesses in your area, that they provide better wages as well as benefits than chains do. And I think that's very important. They take care of their community, and instead of building that employee-employer atmosphere, they definitely build a better relationship with their employees and see them more so as a family.
I like that. I really do like that. We do need that now. We need that.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and segue into resolution.
All right.
Okay, so today I want to challenge everyone at home looking at our YouTube to go ahead and take your makeup off, pull your hair back into a ponytail, and for my natural hair sisters, go ahead and slick it back in your little puff. And then I want you to pull out your cell phone and take some selfies until you realize how beautiful you are naturally. Okay, so don't be afraid to post it on your social media. Tag Vision, hashtag no filters.
No filters.
No filters. Hashtag no filters.
Ladies say cheese.
Cheese!
Got it.
And it's time to recap, just to go over everything that we just learned. First things first, you are perfectly, beautifully, wonderfully made. So all those perfect imperfections, embrace them, make them your own. Own your vision. Whatever it is that you want to do, build on it. Don't let anyone deter you from your goals. Don't let anyone derail you from what it is that you truly want to do. Lastly, support your community, because those are the building blocks that help propel you and advance you in life. That's the foundation base that you use to grow.
Don't forget to take your bare selfies and tag Vision.
Also, remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And also, subscribe.
Subscribe.
See you next week on Hot Topic Tuesday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.